Ladies and gentlemen, and let me ask you this. How many times have you found yourself standing at the edge of giving up, faced with that inner voice whispering, is this even worth it? In that moment, you're not alone. But the journey to extraordinary is not meant to be easy. It's meant to challenge, to test, and to refine you. Strength is a choice cultivated from within. It's not something we simply wake up with or find lying in wait, ready to be activated when times get tough. Strength is a decision, a repeated choice, a habit that grows only when we choose it over and over again. It's easy to think that some people are naturally stronger or more resilient, that they're somehow built differently, immune to fear, doubt, or worry. But the truth is, strength is forged. It's something you build through small, deliberate acts of courage that accumulate over time. Imagine your mind as a fertile ground where you can plant seeds of strength, endurance, and resilience. Each time you choose to face a fear, to take on a challenge, you're planting another seed. Each moment of discomfort, each step into the unknown, nurtures that seed, allowing it to grow into something greater, something powerful. But here's the thing, this growth doesn't happen by accident. It requires focus, intention, and above all, choice. We have to consciously choose to lean into our inner strength, to find it, cultivate it, and trust it when times are hardest. Life constantly presents us with two options: the path of least resistance, which often involves giving in, giving up, or walking away, and the path of growth, where we push ourselves to confront our challenges, even when it's uncomfortable or intimidating. Choosing strength means choosing the path of growth. It's choosing to face what scares us, what makes us uncomfortable, or what feels bigger than us. And the more we make that choice, the more we reinforce the belief that we can handle whatever comes our way. There's an old saying that the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Just as steel is shaped, hardened, and tempered through intense heat and pressure, so are we. Our strength is born from the experiences that test us, push us, and sometimes even break us down. But every time we rise back up, every time we decide to keep going, we're building an unbreakable core within us. That core, that inner strength, becomes something no one can take away. It's something that will always be there, a resource we can tap into whenever we need it most. Choosing strength doesn't mean we don't feel fear or doubt. It means we acknowledge those feelings, but choose to move forward regardless. It's recognizing that fear is a natural part of the process, that doubt will visit us now and then. But instead of letting these feelings hold us back, we can use them as fuel. Each time we overcome a challenge, we gain more confidence in our ability to face the next one. This creates a powerful cycle where each experience of strength feeds into the next, making us more resilient and grounded with every choice. One of the most remarkable things about cultivating strength is that it allows us to discover parts of ourselves we never knew existed. When we're pushed to our limits, when we think we can't go any further but decide to try anyway, we uncover new depths of resilience, patience, and determination. These are qualities that often lie dormant within us, waiting for the right circumstances to be activated. But once activated, they become a permanent part of who we are. This inner strength becomes a foundation we can rely on in any situation, knowing we have what it takes to persevere. Choosing strength is about commitment, about understanding that we have the power to shape our own narrative, our own story. It's about realizing that no matter what happens, we always have the choice to stay strong, to push forward, and to believe in our capacity to overcome. The world may try to shake us, situations may test us, but we don't have to let external circumstances dictate our inner reality. Strength is the decision to stay rooted, to remain grounded in our purpose, and to trust in ourselves. Fear is a tool to push forward, not pull back. It's easy to view fear as a wall, a hard stop that separates us from where we want to go. Fear often has a way of freezing us, making us feel small, uncertain, or unworthy. But what if we reframed our understanding of fear? What if, instead of seeing it as something that limits us, we saw it as a tool of force that can propel us forward rather than hold us back? Fear is a signal, not a barrier. It's there to draw our attention, to challenge us, to ask us how much we're willing to commit to the vision we hold. And when we start to use fear as a tool, we begin to realize that it can become one of our greatest allies on the journey to growth. Most of the time, fear arises when we stand on the edge of something meaningful, something that matters deeply to us. Whether it's taking a leap in our career, having an honest conversation, or setting out on a new path, fear shows up when we're about to expand beyond the limits of our comfort zone. It's as if fear is saying, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" And in that moment, we have a choice. We can either listen to fear as a warning to stop, or we can see it as a sign that we're exactly where we need to be. That sense of fear means we're entering territory that is meaningful, that has the potential to transform us. Instead of turning away, we can embrace it as a signal that we're moving in the right direction. Fear often points us toward what we care about the most. The things we fear losing, the dreams we fear not achieving, and the risks we're scared to take are often linked to our deepest values and aspirations. So instead of trying to rid ourselves of fear, we can start to ask, what is this fear revealing to me? When we approach fear with curiosity, it becomes less about stopping and more about understanding. Fear highlights the areas where we're about to experience growth. By moving through that fear, we're strengthening our commitment to ourselves and what we want to achieve. Another way to see fear as a tool is by recognizing the energy that comes with it. Fear has an intensity, a kind of raw power that's unique among emotions. It can make our heart race, our senses heighten, and our focus sharpen. This energy is powerful, and instead of letting it overwhelm us, we can channel it. I think of the fear you feel before a big presentation or a major life decision. That adrenaline can either freeze you or propel you forward, depending on how you decide to use it. When we consciously choose to channel the energy of fear, it becomes a fuel, an accelerator that pushes us to take action even when it feels risky. Fear also has a way of keeping us honest. It demands that we assess our intentions to check if we're genuinely ready to face what's ahead. It makes us question our commitment, our readiness, and our resilience. And if we're willing to move through it, to face it head on, we emerge on the other side stronger, more grounded, and more certain of who we are and what we want. Fear becomes a test that shows us just how dedicated we are to our vision. It becomes a proving ground, a place where we can reaffirm our resolve to ourselves. When we learn to use fear as a tool, we stop seeing it as the enemy. Instead, it becomes a teacher, an ally that sharpens our focus and clarifies our path. Each time we push through a fear, we gain confidence in our ability to confront the unknown. We start to trust ourselves more deeply, knowing we have the courage to move forward even when it's uncomfortable. Fear then is not something to avoid, it's something to learn from, to use, and to embrace as part of our journey. This transformation of fear into a tool requires a shift in mindset. We have to stop seeing fear as a reason to turn back and start seeing it as an invitation to step up. It becomes a reminder that we are alive, that we are in pursuit of something that truly matters. And in those moments when fear feels overwhelming, we can remind ourselves that it's there to show us what's possible. It's not there to block our path, but to point us toward it, pushing us forward into growth, courage, and purpose. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. This isn't just a phrase, it's a truth that reminds us of the potential that lies in every moment of failure, disappointment, or obstacle. When things don't go as planned, it can be easy to feel defeated, to view setbacks as roadblocks meant to keep us from our goals. But if we shift our perspective, we can begin to see setbacks as opportunity signs that we're being prepared for something even greater. Life doesn't always unfold in a straight line, and sometimes the detours we're forced to take lead us to places far more meaningful than we could have imagined. A setback can often reveal areas where we need to grow. It highlights our weaknesses, showing us where we might lack the skills, knowledge, or resilience to handle the challenges we're facing. Rather than seeing this as a flaw or a reason to quit, we can look at it as a chance to get stronger, wiser, and more capable. Setbacks become learning experiences, essential steps in the journey of becoming the person who can achieve our goals. By viewing each setback as a lesson, we equip ourselves with the tools we need to handle future challenges with greater ease and confidence. When we encounter setbacks, it's an invitation to reevaluate our approach, our strategy, and sometimes even our purpose. Setbacks force us to ask ourselves hard questions. Is this really what I want? Am I committed enough to push through? What can I do differently? These questions help us clarify our goals, sharpen our focus, and renew our commitment. Each setback becomes an opportunity to refine our vision, ensuring that we're on the path that truly resonates with us. By reorienting ourselves, we gain a clearer sense of purpose and a renewed energy to push forward. It's also worth remembering that every comeback begins with a choice, the choice to get up, to try again, to face the fear of failure, and to trust in our ability to overcome. When we experience a setback, we have two choices: to let it define us or to let it drive us. By choosing the latter, we turn what might have seemed like a dead end into a springboard. This choice to persist, to keep moving, activates a kind of resilience within us that nothing else can build. It's the comeback that reveals our strength, courage, and tenacity far more than any easy success ever could. Every person who has achieved greatness has faced setbacks along the way. These challenges are part of the journey, shaping and refining us in ways that smooth sailing never could. Often it's the hardest moments, the ones that feel like the end, that turn out to be the beginning of something truly powerful. These experiences help us develop great perseverance and a deep understanding of what it means to keep going even when the odds seem stacked against us. They are the crucible in which resilience is forged, teaching us that our limits are often far greater than we realize. Setbacks also create empathy and humility, qualities that are invaluable on the road to success. When we struggle, we gain insight into what it feels like to face difficulty, which deepens our compassion for others who are going through similar experiences. This empathy allows us to connect more deeply, to lead with greater authenticity, and to inspire others by showing them that it's possible to overcome. Each setback we overcome becomes part of our story, a testament to our resilience, and a source of inspiration for others who might be facing similar challenges. It's also important to recognize that setbacks can redirect us toward paths we may not have considered. Sometimes, the reason things don't work out is that there's a different, perhaps even better opportunity waiting just around the corner. When we're open to this possibility, we begin to see setbacks as redirection rather than rejection. Instead of focusing on what didn't happen, we can start to look for what new doors might be opening. This openness to new paths and perspectives keeps us moving forward, expanding our horizons and allowing us to achieve things beyond our initial vision. Each setback, then, is a step toward the comeback. It's a reminder that success isn't about never falling, it's about rising every time we do. Setbacks test our commitment, they teach us, and they prepare us. They build within us a resolve that can't be shaken, a belief in our ability to overcome, and an understanding that nothing worth achieving comes easily. By embracing setbacks as setups for comebacks, we reclaim our power, transform our perspective, and fuel our journey with the resilience and wisdom needed to reach our goals. Focus on your vision, not on the obstacles. This is a powerful mindset shift that can change how you approach every goal, dream, and challenge in your life. When we set our sights on something meaningful, something that we truly desire, obstacles inevitably arise. It's almost as if the moment we decide to go after something significant, life begins testing our resolve, placing challenges in our path to see how serious we really are. And yet, these obstacles are only as powerful as the attention we give them. When we fixate on them, they grow in our minds, seeming larger, more formidable, more impossible to overcome. But when we keep our focus on the vision itself, the obstacles begin to shrink, becoming merely stepping stones on the path to where we want to go. Our minds are designed to focus on what we consider important. When we choose to concentrate on the obstacles, our energy goes into worry, fear, and doubt. We start questioning ourselves, wondering if we're capable or worthy of achieving the dream. That energy is wasted, pouring into resistance rather than forward movement. But when we shift our attention to the vision, the dream itself, our mind begins working for us. We start to see opportunities, ideas, and solutions that weren't obvious before. Our mental energy turns toward creativity and problem solving rather than dwelling on the reasons we might fail. Focusing on the vision rather than the obstacles requires a level of discipline. It's easy to get distracted by the things that go wrong, by setbacks, by the voices around us that say we can't or shouldn't pursue our goals. But discipline allows us to pull our attention back to the vision, to remind ourselves why we started in the first place. It's about training our minds to return to the big picture even when the small details seem overwhelming. This discipline is a practice, something we cultivate each time we choose to see past the immediate challenge and look toward the ultimate goal. The power of vision lies in its ability to give us direction. Obstacles don't define our path, they're merely bumps along the way. When we have a clear vision, a destination we're passionate about reaching, we're more likely to keep moving forward, despite the hurdles. This vision becomes a guiding light, something that keeps us steady when the road gets rocky. It's as though our vision acts as a compass, orienting us toward what really matters and helping us navigate around, over or through any obstacle that might appear. When we focus on the vision, we're also focusing on the emotions and beliefs tied to that vision. Our vision isn't just a distant goal, it's something that connects us to a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. By keeping that vision front and center, we stay in touch with the reasons we want to achieve it, the sense of accomplishment, the joy of making a difference, the personal growth we'll experience along the way. This emotional connection to the vision gives us the strength to keep going, to persist when things get hard, and to believe that each step brings us closer to something truly meaningful. Obstacles are temporary, but vision is enduring. If we let every small setback, criticism, or moment of doubt become our focus, we lose sight of the long game. The vision allows us to zoom out, to see beyond the present moment and realize that each obstacle is just a small piece of the larger journey. This perspective shift is incredibly empowering because it reminds us that we're bigger than any one problem, any one challenge. Our vision is what matters and everything else becomes secondary. When we focus on our vision, we also become more resilient. Resilience is built not by avoiding obstacles, but by learning to see them as temporary inconveniences rather than permanent blocks. Each time we overcome a challenge, our belief in our vision strengthens. We start to trust in our ability to handle whatever comes, knowing that our commitment to the vision can carry us through. This resilience becomes part of who we are, a quiet strength that grows with each step we take toward our goal. Focusing on the vision rather than the obstacles also helps us maintain momentum. It's easy to lose energy and motivation when we're constantly sidetracked by difficulties. But when the vision is clear, we're less likely to lose our way. We remember why we started, why it matters, and why we're willing to keep going, even when the road is rough. This clarity keeps us moving forward, inching closer to dream with every step. In the end, focusing on the vision is about believing that the goal is possible, that it's worth pursuing, and that no obstacle is strong enough to take it away from us. The obstacles may be real, but they're not stronger than the vision. When we choose to put our energy into the dream rather than the difficulties, we're telling the world that our vision is not only possible, but inevitable. Success requires resilience in the face of adversity. Adversity is an inevitable part of any journey worth taking. It's as integral to growth as the vision itself. When we set out to achieve something meaningful, challenges are bound to arise. These challenges often appear in ways we don't anticipate, testing us not only in our skills, but in our willpower, our persistence, and our inner strength. It's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, to think that maybe it wasn't meant to be. But real success, the kind that lasts, that fulfills us at a deep level, requires resilience. It's about finding a way to keep going, to adapt, to push forward no matter what stands in our way. This resilience isn't a natural born trait for most people. It's something we cultivate through every choice we make, every setback we take forward, even when the odds seem stacked against us. Resilience means choosing to rise again and again, even when we're tired, even when things feel impossibly difficult. It's about facing adversity head on and refusing to let it have the final say. This resilience is built slowly, sometimes painfully, as we push through moments that test our limits. Each time we choose to keep going, to take one more step forward, we strengthen that inner resolve. This strength grows quietly, almost imperceptibly, until one day we realize that the things that used to shake us no longer have that power. We become stronger, more capable of withstanding whatever storms come our way. And it's this resilience that becomes the foundation for lasting success. Adversity often brings with it moments of doubt, times when we question whether we're truly capable of reaching our goals. These moments can feel heavy, as if they're pushing us to give up. But resilience means standing firm, staying true to our purpose, even when doubt creeps in. It's about trusting in our ability to figure things out, to find a way forward, no matter how uncertain the path may seem. This kind of trust isn't easy. It requires a willingness to move through the discomfort, to let go of the need for everything to be clear or easy. Resilience is about knowing that even if we can't see the whole journey, we can take the next step and the one after that. With each step, we build the kind of strength that can't be easily shaken. There's a certain beauty in resilience in the way it transforms adversity into a powerful force for growth. Challenges aren't there to stop us. They're there to shape us, to bring out qualities we didn't know we had. When we face a setback, it's easy to see it as a failure, as a reason to quit. But those who succeed understand that every setback is an opportunity, a chance to learn, to adapt, and to become more. Resilience is the ability to see these opportunities within the adversity, to use them as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. It's about recognizing that each challenge we face is a chance to deepen our commitment to the vision, to strengthen our determination, and to prove to ourselves that we're capable of much more than we once believed. Resilience also requires patience, the understanding that success doesn't happen overnight. It's easy to look around and see people who seem to achieve things effortlessly, as if they were just handed success. But the truth is, most success stories are filled with moments of hardship, with setbacks and struggles that never make it to the surface. When we recognize this, we stop expecting the journey to be smooth. Instead, we embrace the process, understanding that each step, even the hard ones, brings us closer to our goal. This patience allows us to stay committed, to keep moving forward even when progress seems slow, and to trust that the resilience we're building will ultimately lead to the success we desire. There's also a deep sense of pride and accomplishment that comes with resilience. When we look back at the moments we could have given up but chose not to, we start to see ourselves in a different light. We realize that we're stronger than we thought, that we have within us a well of strength that can carry us through anything. This realization is powerful. It shifts the way we see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to prove ourselves, to rise above, and to keep pushing forward. Ultimately, success isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about thriving in spite of it. It's about facing the challenges that come our way and refusing to let them define us or limit us. It's about rising each time we fall, learning from each setback, and choosing to keep going, no matter what. Resilience becomes a way of life, a mindset that allows us to turn every adversity into an opportunity for growth, to build a future that reflects our highest potential, and to achieve the kind of success that endures beyond any single moment or challenge. Believe in yourself even when others don't. This is a simple but powerful truth, one that separates those who achieve great things from those who fall short. The journey toward any meaningful goal often brings moments when we feel misunderstood or unsupported, as if we're standing alone on a path that no one else sees. In these times, self-belief becomes our most vital asset, the inner strength that keeps us moving forward despite the doubts, criticisms, or lack of understanding from others. The world is filled with opinions, and people will always have something to say. They may project their own fears or limitations onto us, doubting our ability to reach our dreams simply because they can't see it for themselves. But the path to success is rarely obvious to anyone except the person walking it, and it's essential to trust in ourselves, even when no one else does. Self-belief doesn't mean we ignore feedback or refuse to learn from others, but it does mean we prioritize our inner conviction over external noise. Believing in yourself isn't about arrogance, it's about trusting your ability to navigate your journey, to learn, adapt, and grow in the ways that are necessary for success. It's about knowing that you are capable, that even if the steps are unclear, you'll figure out a way. This self-belief acts like a compass, guiding you through times of uncertainty, helping you stay grounded in your vision, even when circumstances try to shake your faith. By anchoring in self-belief, we give ourselves permission to pursue our goals fully, embracing both the challenges and the triumphs as essential parts of the journey. There will be times when the voices of doubt around you become loud, when others may question your choices, or even try to convince you that your dreams are unrealistic. In these moments, it's easy to start doubting yourself, to let those voices erode your confidence. But those who achieve great things understand that true success often involves going against the grain. If you only follow the path that others can see, you'll never create anything truly remarkable. Believing in yourself is what allows you to step outside the boundaries, to explore possibilities that others might not even consider. It's the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when the path is unclear or filled with obstacles. Self-belief is a choice that we make every day. It's a commitment to honor our potential, to stand by our dreams, and to keep moving forward even when things get tough. This commitment doesn't mean we'll never feel doubt. It means we choose not to let doubt define us. Instead, we remind ourselves of our strengths, of our resilience, of the skills we've built, and the experiences that have prepared us for this journey. Each time we reaffirm this belief, we strengthen it, creating a foundation that can withstand the toughest challenges. Self-belief becomes a habit, a mindset that we cultivate until it becomes second nature, empowering us to pursue our goals with unwavering determination. Believing in ourselves also means taking responsibility for our dreams. When we stop waiting for validation from others, we give ourselves the freedom to chase what truly matters. We stop needing others to understand or approve because we recognize that our path is unique. This responsibility is empowering. It means that we hold the power to shape our future, that we aren't limited by the doubts or expectations of others. By believing in ourselves, we step into a position of ownership, making choices based on our values and vision rather than the opinions of others. This ownership allows us to pursue our dreams with a sense of purpose and freedom, unconstrained by the need for external validation. The journey to self belief often requires letting go of the fear of judgment. When we worry about what others think, we hold ourselves back, making choices that feel safe rather than choices that feel right. But the people who achieve their dreams don't allow fear of judgment to dictate their actions. They understand that no one else has their vision, that no one else can truly understand the passion that drives them. By releasing the fear of judgment, we free ourselves to live authentically, to pursue what genuinely excites us, and to reach for our goals without hesitation. Self belief becomes a shield, allowing us to move forward with confidence, even when others can't see what we're aiming for. Believing in ourselves means recognizing that setbacks and failures are simply part of the process, not reasons to quit. When we trust in our ability to overcome challenges, we see failures as opportunities to grow, to learn, to become even better equipped for the journey ahead. Self belief gives us the resilience to pick ourselves up after every fall, to keep pushing forward, even when the road gets tough. It reminds us that we're capable of far more than we often realize, that our potential is greater than any temporary setback. At its core, believing in yourself is about honoring your vision, your capabilities, and your worth. It's about standing firm in your purpose, staying true to your values, and knowing that you are deserving of success. Never give up on your dreams, no matter how challenging the journey becomes. Pursuing a dream is not a straight path, it's filled with unexpected twists, setbacks, and obstacles that test your resilience. The commitment to a dream often demands everything you have: your time, energy, focus, and sometimes even your peace of mind. It's easy to look at successful people and assume their journey was smooth, but every person who has achieved something remarkable has had to overcome countless challenges along the way. Dreams don't come easily. They require a relentless dedication that drives you to push through difficulties and continue moving forward, even when the path seems impossibly hard. In the pursuit of a dream, there will be moments when quitting feels tempting, when the hours are long, the results are slow, and the obstacles seem insurmountable. Giving up can seem like the easier choice. But those who achieve great things understand that these difficult moments are part of the process. They're opportunities to build strength, resilience, and determination. Each setback is a lesson, a stepping stone that teaches you something valuable, helping you grow stronger and wiser. The journey itself transforms you, shaping you into the person who can not only reach the dream, but sustain and expand it. This is why giving up is not an option, because every challenge is preparing you for the moment when your dream becomes reality. Every dream has a purpose behind it, a reason that compels you to keep going even when things get tough. It might be the desire to make a difference, to create something meaningful, to achieve a personal goal, or to realize a vision that you're deeply passionate about. When you focus on the purpose behind the dream, it becomes easier to keep going, to push through the challenges and hold on to that sense of possibility. This purpose serves as a guiding light, reminding you of why you started and keeping you connected to the vision that drives you forward. When things get difficult, reconnecting with this purpose can reignite your determination, helping you find the strength to keep pushing forward. Believing in your dream means trusting that the journey is worth it, even if the destination isn't immediately clear. It's about having faith that every step you take, every effort you put in, is moving you closer to your goal, even if progress seems slow. The journey toward a dream is rarely predictable. It often involves unexpected detours, challenges, and delays. But by staying committed, you're building a foundation that will support the dream when it finally comes to life. Each small effort, each bit of progress accumulates over time, bringing you closer to your goal than you may even realize. This steady dedication is what transforms dreams into reality. There will be times when others may not understand your vision or support your journey. They may doubt the path you're on or question the decisions you're making. But the most important thing is that you believe in yourself and your dream, even if no one else does. The opinions of others can be distracting, but they don't define your potential or determine the outcome of your journey. Remember that your dream is unique to you, and no one else can see it in the way you do. Trusting in your vision, even in the face of doubt, gives you the courage to keep going, to continue taking steps forward regardless of what others may think. The journey of pursuing a dream teaches us invaluable lessons about resilience, patience, and self-belief. It shows us the importance of consistency, of showing up each day and putting in the work, even when results are not immediate. Dreams require us to stay committed, to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow or insignificant. Each small effort, each day that we persist, builds momentum, eventually leading to the breakthroughs and successes we seek. This consistency is a powerful force, gradually transforming the dream from a distant vision into a tangible reality. When you choose to never give up on your dreams, you're choosing to live life on your own terms, to create a future that aligns with your values and aspiration. It's a courageous choice, one that requires you to push past limitations and refuse to settle for anything less than what you truly desire. This journey demands a level of bravery and dedication that many people are not willing to give, which is why those who achieve their dreams are often the ones who simply refuse to give up. They're the ones who keep going, who push through the doubts, the setbacks, and the fears, holding on to their vision with unshakable faith. In the end, the journey toward a dream isn't just about achieving a goal, it's about becoming the person who can make that dream a reality. It's about growing, learning, and evolving in ways that allow you to handle the success you're working toward. This journey prepares you for the life you want, shaping you as someone who is capable of not only reaching the dream, but sustaining it and building upon it. So, even when the journey is hard, remember that every step is bringing you closer to the person you need to become in order to live the life you envision. Thank you.